everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're straight back on with the Fiesta ST line. We're now confident that we've got all of the parts for it, right? We're waiting for the grills to come in still, aren't we? But we're not at that stage anyway. So probably the most important bit, Chris is going to crack on and get this little bit of damage. That is, there's only two very small pieces of damage on the car. There's that dent there, and you're going to be, I suppose, using a dent puller on that, mate, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's blind, isn't it?
And then you've got a little tiny bit here, which you can get underneath on that one, can't you? To pull that out. So Chris is actually going to crack on with that. Two of us can't work on that quarter panel or that little patch. And while he's doing that, I'm actually going to run around the front bumper, the two wings, the bonnet, the hinges, and have all of the underneath and all of the shuts done on them.
They're all going to be put in primer, aren't they?
Yes, because some of them need little tiny repairs. So we get them put in primer, but get him to actually base up like all of the gaps for the wings, all the edges, all the inside of the bonnet. The bumper can probably stay around there. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. So I am going to run them round the paint shop now, leave them with him, and leave you in Chris's capable hands repairing the minor damage on that wheel arch. So guys, as you know, we don't always record stuff all on one day, and quite a lot of our stuff we do try and pre-record and just get us ahead really, so that we know that they're there and we can move forward. So Chris, this is the next week now. This filler's actually been in here for a good few days, Chris, right? Yeah. So guys, Chris just sent me everything that he recorded there, and I've cut out very, very minimal, only the repetitive stuff, but you could see I've left loads in there where he's feeling that and pulling it and then tapping it and then feeling it again. And I'll be honest, you look at the size of that piece of filler there, once that's flat back, you're going to see there is very, very minimal in there. And that really is, he's done a lovely job of that. Even just feeling the back edge of it there, it all feels straight. So really, really happy with that. It is just that there's only 2 little pieces of filler on this car. That's one of them. And again, like we said, this little A-post here, and he's obviously tapped that about and put a drop of filler in there. But where things do change, you will remember I dropped those bits off to the painters and said to him, do the shuts on the wings right down the edges, do the hinges, the inside of the bonnet, etc. Well guys, actually I'll just unlock first. The painter got carried away, guys. He said to me, Rob, I'm doing it anyway. This colour black is brilliant. It's a really, really good match. And I'm having the car here to do the quarter and the A-post anyway. So if bits of it need doing to blend it, then I'll do it. But I'm not going to not do all of these bits and pieces, the whole lot of them now. So that door completely done. Got the valance there off the splitter off of the front bumper. The front bumper is still inside my van. The bonnet there, it's got a bit of dust on it, but that's all painted inside and out as well. And we've got one wing there, all painted inside and out. And the other wings over there painted inside and out. So we have, oh dear, I nearly dropped the camera there. We have pretty much got everything for that car. We have actually got all of the parts for it now, haven't we?
Yeah, because you've been to Gala.
I've been to Gala and got the rest of it. Yeah. So,
that bit for the turbo.
that there, that little plastic bit, just waiting for that to come in.
Brand new, isn't it?
Basically, guys, we're ready to just move on with it. Chris is going to continue on, knock that quarter panel down, knock that filler down, and then we'll have another look at it. So it's a day later now, guys. Chris did this last knockings before he finished up yesterday. He's had a couple of nice heavy coats of primer on there. And of course, the spray on here, the black dots, a lot of you do still ask. This is a guide coat, guys. So when Chris is wet flatting this a little bit later on, obviously you don't, if there's any of these little black dots left, they're low spots. So that is what the guide coat's for. We're going to let Chris crack on, get that unmasked and wet flatted off. I know he's done the A-post as well, so we're pretty much good to go. Get that done, and this one will be ready to go to the paint shop, have them 2 little bits done, and we can start building this one back up. I seem to spend more time out on the road nowadays, guys, than I actually do at the yard. Poor Chris. So, guys, you know that we got all of the bits for the Fiesta. We're really moving along with it. But I'm actually just jumped in the van and I've got to head to Essex again. I'm going to Colchester anyway to drop something else off. That's for an upcoming video. I'm sure you're all looking forward to that. But the drive shafts that we got for the little 1 litre EcoBoost actually don't fit. They're the wrong shafts, and I've left it right till now to realise that I actually picked up the wrong ones. So I've spoke to Gallardo Motors, sent him all of the information, and he's pulled me a couple of shafts out, but he actually shuts at 4. I'm not going to get to Colchester till about 3:30, so I'm never going to be able to get back by then. So they're actually going to box them up and hide them for me, and I've got to go and collect them from wherever they hide them. But we need to get these shafts so that we can get this car on its wheels running and driving, because we've been pushing it around for quite some time. So let's get on the road. Completely back to perfect, guys. All flatted off, ready to paint. So that is all done now. Also, while I was out, I mean, Chris has been doing that while I was out. A-post all completely done as well. I have now got the correct drive shafts, the correct breather. I have already put the breather on. You can see the bit of tape. That's not that one, is it? That one there. Bit of tape there, so you can tell we got that one from Gala previously. But I've got the correct drive shafts now. So we are going to just get it up in the air, whip the wheels off, put both of those shafts in. I think it's only half shaft this side. Yeah, it is. You've got the other half. Just there, guys. It's actually bolted to the back of the engine, and it's pointless to unbolt that and pull that right out. I don't know if the cup's in this side or not. Be nice to know. Yeah, the cup's in. So we're probably going to have to refill the oil as well, because we're going to lose quite a bit of it pulling the cups out. But yeah, we'll get it up in the air, get the drive shafts in. That way, at least now we can drive it in and out rather than push it. But I don't think there's going to be a lot more pushing in and out with this car anyway. It is going to be have the paintwork done and pretty much get it back together. Anyway, in the meantime, let's get them shafts fitted. Quite a bit of work there, guys, but nice to see it finally now back with all of the correct suspension. So that suspension leg, that's going to be quite an interesting story when we do the numbers on this car, because there was a lot of parts it needed, but we got sort of lucky. I'm not going to elaborate on it too much, but in the numbers, I think you'll find it quite interesting and quite funny, really. But that is it. Both drive shafts are in. They're all bolted up. This side, we was going to go with the original caliper, so you would have seen me tie it up here very briefly, and it wasn't until we looked inside the pads were destroyed. But on this leg that we got from Gala, don't know if you can see that, guys, it's actually got a brand new caliper on it. So I said to Chris, you know what, let's roll with that caliper and put that whole leg on it. And then this side, just like I said, it was just a half shaft, so half the drive shaft. And again, that's all bolted up as well. The only little bit we are waiting for, I have ordered it, and that was this little piece here that this was broken off of. What did I say this morning, Chris? My memory's terrible. 168. 168 for that little piece, guys, from the dealer. But I actually managed to find a company on eBay that are making them. It is in Lithuania, so it's on its way, and it was about 45 quid. We've got the front panel off, obviously, again, but I did just ask Chris, while we've got the camera out, fire it up and just make sure it goes in gear and the wheels turn all right. I'm sure we bled the clutch, didn't we?
Yeah.
Try that, mate. Is it? Yeah, don't worry about it. We know they're going to go round, don't we? So we are going to move on now, and actually, because it's going outside briefly again, and it's ready, pretty much going to be ready to go to the paint shop by the end of the video, we're actually going to chuck the bonnet on, mate, right, to keep it out of the weather.
We really want that front panel on, don't we?
We want it on and plumbed up, but you were saying earlier, it is hard to get to like little bits like this, and a couple of the aircon pipes. I noticed that one there, I thought it was a good one. It's actually squashed, so I need to get one of those. So yeah, really getting there with it. We're now going to move on, stick the bonnet on, and start doing a few other little bits and pieces. While I was out running about, guys, Chris just said he really wants to knock a big dent in this, so to speak. He wants to get a lot more of it done. So you can see he's fitted all that door back up, the mirrors back on, door panels all back on there, that's done. I broke a little wire on the little sensor here. He soldered that up and repaired that. All of this wire in here, you can see a bit of conduit blowing around. Sorry about the wind noise today, but he's got a bit of conduit there ready to stick around that. That's all done. And the new doors on there, all built up, mirrors back on it, all plugged in. Just gonna go and grab a little gasket for this. Got to grab a couple of other little bits. But all of that door panel's back on. All back together in there. The centre console's not in because we had to adjust the handbrake up and connect the cables when doing the rear beam. And of course, the airbag module as well. So really moving along, and I think you're going to move. I've got to whip out and grab a couple of bits. You're going to
just finish that off there. I think I'm going to get it up, get the wheels off, bleed the brakes.
bleed the brakes through.
And once we get the front panel on, it's a run and draw again, isn't it?
Yeah, should be, mate, definitely. We've charged the battery as well, but really moving along with this one, guys. Let's carry on. So just really, probably a whole day Chris spent on there, finishing up the loose ends, getting everything done. Got the mirrors on. We finally fitted those seat belts because I've never done them when I done the airbag kit, because we ended up with 2 for the right side, didn't we? So I had to go and swap that out. But guys, this is as far as we want to go. We do want to send it up to the paint shop. Chris has found a couple of tiny little more things. There was one very minor air con pipe, a little tiny one with the charging stub on it that we got to get. And also you notice the lower rad hose actually had a hole in it, which we didn't know that because when we took the front panel off this, we had to drop the water into a bowl. So, and guys, those mirrors that I rebuilt, the power, lock it again, Chris. That saved us a good few quid as well. But we have just bolted the bonnet on there temporarily. More than anything, we've had it on the stand in there and Chris needs to stand back. So we've got it on there. We're going to get the rest of these bits ordered and send this one up to the paint shop, mate.
Yeah,
and
should be a quick turnaround.
Should be a quick turnaround and hopefully just one more video on it, guys. But so nice now to have it all sort of back there and not bits of it everywhere. I mean, how long have we had this? Couple of months?
I don't know, the time flies.
It does fly, doesn't it? I mean, we've been going 3 years now with the channel, so
that's right.
it's crazy. Right, we'll leave it there, guys. Guys, so I did just say to Chris there, do you want to do the ending? And he said, the end. And I thought, that's not really good enough. Guys, look at all these little trinkets up there now. He's made that shelf. He's well chuffed with it. And Andy round Kent Autos, very good friends with Chris, been friends a long time, actually found this in the boot of a car. And it's like, someone's actually made that, haven't they?
I don't know. What's the story behind it? It's a nice thing.
It is a nice thing. It's like a bracket with a Land Rover. Maybe I should show it, actually. You see that, guys? So, it's like a Land Rover there, and then a bracket, and it's got a bell on it. And I said to Chris, yeah, it didn't have a lead or an actual, what would you call that inside it? The bell.
Yeah.
The actual chime was missing. And I said to Chris, well, you're going to have to put one in there, mate. We need to ring that when we need a coffee. Guys, that's the end of today's video. As usual, hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Drop us a comment in the comment section. Like, subscribe and share. And we will see you very, very soon in the next one.